It's Amy from Mom's Park, and I am in my kitchen today, as you can see. I have partnered with Simply Potatoes, which I'm sure you're familiar with because this is something you always want on hand in your refrigerator for easy meals, breakfast, lunch, dinner. You can use these potatoes for just about anything. I'm thinking about recipes that I want to put together, not only for the holiday meal, but for, when guests are staying the night and I want to put together an easy breakfast. I'm making a frittata using the Simply Potatoes hash browns. Preheat your oven to 375. So I'm just using a regular skillet that's safe to go into the oven, and I have sprayed it with nonstick spray. And the first thing I want to do is take my Simply Potatoes and do 3 cups of these hash browns to line the bottom. So I got my hash browns in here. I'm just going to make an even layer. Okay, so the next step is going to be to add a can of cream of potato soup. Okay, so I'm going to just try to be careful about spreading this all out into an even layer. I have 2 cups of cheddar cheese. If you wanted to use any other shredded cheese, it's totally fine. Yay, 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 sprinkle all my yummy, yummy cheese. So you can keep this vegetarian, or you can add meat like sausage, chorizo, bacon, ham, whatever. Just make it about a cup total. I'm going to make mine with red bell pepper, green bell pepper, and then I put a little bit of jalapeno in there too because I like a little bit of spice. Go all of this around on top of the cheese. Okay, so now I've got my veggie layer. Now I'm going to add my eggs. I have 3 eggs that I have beaten in this little glass bowl. Pour this now on top of what I already have. The next layer, I'm gonna do 1 more cup of the Simply Potatoes hash browns. So just making another layer here. This is gonna be so delicious. I've got my olive oil here. I'm gonna drizzle on top first. Just get a little drizzle. That's gonna help crisp up those lovely potatoes. And then I've got just some all-purpose seasoning, a teaspoon total. Salt and pepper. Just gotta add salt and pepper to everything, right? Okay, guess what? This is ready to go into the oven. I'm going to bake for about 50 minutes or until things are starting to brown and crisp up. So while my frittata is baking in the oven, I also wanted to share some more tips for when guests stay at your house during the holidays, because I know it can be stressful and it doesn't have to be. First of all, prep before your guests come. Now that can mean prepping your food. So you could have things already made in the refrigerator, ready to go. Maybe that's an appetizer, even if it's just chopped up vegetables and fruits. Have those snacks, have those meals that can be pre-made, already made and in the refrigerator so that you can just pull them out, stick them in the oven or stick them on the table and not have to worry about doing all of that while you're trying to socialize and spend time with your loved ones. My next tip, let your guests help you. A lot of times guests will ask you, do you need help with something? And then you say, no, I've got it. When you really do need the help. So take them up on it. Maybe they can help you wrap presents or at least put the bows on, put the tags on. Maybe they can help you cook. Maybe they can help you prepare for the meal or set up the table. There's always something that you could use some help with. So let them help. It also offers you an opportunity to spend more time with them, talk, bond, laugh. And it makes them feel more useful than just sitting on the couch and drinking hot cocoa, which isn't bad. But hey, if they're gonna offer help, let them help. And speaking of sitting on the couch drinking cocoa, my next tip is to remember to take a break. And take that break if you're feeling a little overwhelmed and you've got this long list of things to do, even if you have your guests helping you, take a quick break. Sit on the couch, have a little chat over some apple cider or hot cocoa, coffee, whatever your drink of choice is, and catch up with your loved ones and your guests that are staying over. And just take a moment to breathe and decompress. Maybe spend some time alone. Maybe go take a hot, long bath because you just need to separate yourself from all the chaos. That's okay, because then when you come back in, you're gonna have a better attitude, you're gonna feel refreshed. So just remember to breathe and take a break. And my last tip is to simply have fun. This is the holidays. This is all about having fun. And even though you want it to be perfect and special, give yourself some grace, take breaks, like I said earlier, and enjoy the moments. So those are my tips. And guess what? I think my frittata is almost done. So let's go get it out of the oven. Look how beautiful. Yes. Okay, I'm going to let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes just so everything can kind of set up and make it easier for me to take it out and serve it.